Hello, Year 2. How are you? Welcome to today's English lesson. Did you enjoy our lesson yesterday? I think we're going to have some great fun writing about bubbles. Can you remember what prediction was from yesterday? Yes, that's right. It's when you guess what's going to happen based on a picture or a text what you've already read. Well done for remembering that. Now, today we're going to look at inference. We've done inference before when we looked at Little Red Riding Hood and when we looked at diary entries for the Great Fire of London. Now pause the video and have a think. Can you remember what inference is? Okay, let's see if you were right. So inference is when we act like a detective and we answer questions based using clues from the text or the picture and our background knowledge, so what you already know. Now, normally the answer to inference questions is not in the text. You need to be that detective and use clues and your knowledge to answer them. Maybe about how somebody's feeling. Maybe if it says they're weeping, it means that they're sad. Maybe it might ask you what time of day it is. Well, if it says it's dark, that means it's probably nighttime. So that's what we could infer from that. Okay, so we're using our clues from the text and our background knowledge. Let's look at an example. Okay, so here we have a picture of a boat and a helicopter. Now, the question is, why is the helicopter flying towards the boat? Let's have a look at the picture. Now, we can see the waves. The waves are quite strong, aren't they? And the boat looks like it's nearly on its side. It's tipped over. Now, what do we know about someone being in trouble at sea? What normally happens? Yes, that's right. Someone comes and rescues them. So we could infer that the helicopter is flying towards the boat to rescue the people on the boat. We have used our clue from the picture, the waves and the boat, and our knowledge of being rescued from sea, but it doesn't tell us in the picture, does it? So we have inferred. Let's look at another example. So here we've got a picture of a mountaineer, okay? And the question asks, how does the mountaineer feel? Now, the mountain looks very, very tall, doesn't it? So do you think it took the mountaineer a long time to climb? Probably did, didn't it? So he probably feels relieved. Would you feel relieved after climbing that mountain, getting to the top and being able to sit down? I think I would. So we could infer that he's relieved. And he's probably had a very long day climbing that mountain. So I think he's probably exhausted, don't you? After climbing that mountain, I think I would. But then we could also say, because he's basically on top of the clouds there, we could say that he's probably quite petrified. I think I would be if I was that high up. So that's another thing we can infer, that he feels petrified. But then again, he looks like he's got all the right equipment, doesn't he? He's got his tent and everything else. So maybe this is what he enjoys doing. Maybe he's excited about it. So we could also infer that. But once again, it doesn't tell us in the picture how he's feeling. We are just inferring based on what we can see in the picture and our background knowledge about mountains. Okay, so what I want you to do now is think of as many feelings as you can. I know we've done this a lot in class before, and I know you're very good at it. So maybe create your own mind map for all the different feelings you can think of. Pause the video now and have a think. Okay, I'm sure you've thought of some great examples of feelings. Let's see what I thought of. So, I thought of angry. Can everyone show me an angry face? Brilliant. What about a shocked face? A scared face? What about a nervous face? I'm sure your nervous face is quite similar to your scared face, isn't it? Because remember, nervous is a synonym of scared. A synonym is a different word with the same meaning. What about petrified? Yes, that's another synonym, isn't it? So I'm sure your face is the same as your nervous and your scared face again. What about sad? Okay, And now blue. Does anyone know what blue means? Well, blue is a synonym of sad. So now show me a blue face. Is it the same as your sad face? Okay. Now what about distraught? Now distraught is also a synonym of sad. But if you're distraught, you're very, very sad. Let's see your distraught face. Okay. Let me see your happy face. Brilliant. Let me see your concerned face. Now, concerned is a synonym of worried, okay? So it'll be look like a worried face. Fantastic. What about a terrified face? Sure, that's quite similar to your petrified face, isn't it? What about your frustrated face? Excellent. That's a synonym of angry, isn't it? Delighted? That's the same as happy. It's a synonym. Surprised? Show me your surprised face. Excellent. Your disappointed face. If you're disappointed, you're sad about something. What about your excited face? Finally, I know you love this word, your relieved face. I'll do the relieved face with you. 3, 2, 1. Phew. Okay, so I'm sure you thought of some great words as well. Now, we are going to be looking at Gabby's feelings in the story, and we're going to be inferring her feelings. So Gabby is the girl in the story, by the way. Sorry, I haven't told you her name before. She's called Gabby. So what can we see in the picture of Gabby? We can see that she's walking on the beach. Okay, she's alone, isn't she? So we could infer that Gabby feels quite lonely. And she's got her hand to her face, so maybe she's about to cry. So we could infer that she feels quite sad. Also, look at the sky. We could infer that it's nighttime. But if we're talking about feelings, maybe the sky reflects how Gabby's feeling. Maybe it's dark because she feels sad and lonely. So we can infer all those things about this picture and about how Gabby is feeling just by using the clues and what we know already. Fantastic. So your task is to write interview questions for Gabby about how she's feeling at different points in the story. So how are you feeling when the bubbles lifted you up into the sky? And you can use the pictures that I've provided. And also it might be worth watching the video again so you can remind yourself of the story. So you're going to be writing her interview questions. And then you're going to be answering those questions as if you were Gabby. Okay, so you're going to be saying how you felt if you were Gabby at the different points in the story. And also, I want to make sure you give reasons for why. Why did you feel like that? Okay. Now, brilliant. If you could get on with your task, I'm really excited about seeing the questions and the answers that you produce. Have a lovely rest of your day, Year 2. Bye.